Hi everyone, I'm Susan Mulvihill. Boy, what a difference a week makes. First we got a frost and it burned a lot of leaves in the garden, but plants are still okay. It was a bit of a wake-up call though. Then we got several days of heavy rain, and it's the first rain we've had in 80 days. So it was very welcome, but things are quite soggy around here. And now it's just plain cold. I bet you didn't expect to see me in a jacket today, did you? But fall is here, and it's got me thinking about fall cleanup chores. And that was the topic of my column this week. But something that is really important that I want you to take away today is to remember, as you're tidying up your garden, to leave a bunch of seed heads for the birds to nibble on during the winter months. So I have an interesting story to tell you. 2 years ago, I was so busy I did not have time to tidy up my garden, and so I just kind of left everything in place. And in the fall, I was looking out the window and I saw some movement. It turns out it was a goldfinch and it was nibbling on seed heads. And I thought, oh, this is so cool. And the amazing thing is I was able to capture some video of it. I posted it on my Facebook page, and would you believe millions of people have watched it? And I think everyone was just so fascinated, just like I was. Well, last year, I also got more video of them doing the same thing, and I just think it's so cool. So the first thing I want to do is show you the video that I took in 2015, and I hope you're going to enjoy seeing it. The next thing I wanted to do was to show you examples of some wonderful flowers to have in the garden that will then provide seeds for the birds during the winter months. My first example is black-eyed Susans. I mean, the name is just great fun, and of course they are so perky. I mean, when you go to the dictionary and you look up the word perky, this is what you're going to see right next to the definition, right? But they have wonderful flowers. They bloom like crazy. And of course, they're going to bring in lots of pollinators. And that's always a great attribute in a plant. My next example is coneflowers, or echinacea. And they are fabulous. They also bloom quite a lot. They will attract bumblebees, solitary bees, honeybees, butterflies, and of course look at the size of that seed head. That is a real popular flower with the birds in the wintertime. A close relative of black-eyed Susans is Gloriosa daisies, and that's what you're looking at here. Look at how beautiful those are. They're going to add a lot of structure to the fall and winter garden. And look at those wonderful seed heads. But of course, I really love them during the summer months because they bloom their little hearts out, and they have such bright colors that are yellows and golds and oranges and black and so on. They really are a beautiful addition to the garden. You might not recognize this plant right now because it's missing its beautiful flowers, but this is bee balm, or monarda. And this is an awesome plant to have in the garden because hummingbirds think they are spectacular, but it will also attract butterflies and bees. So it's a great plant to have in the garden. And look at those lovely seed heads. You know those will be popular with the birds this winter. So some of my sunflowers are looking a little bedraggled, what with all of the rain and hail we've been getting. But here we are. Here's a wonderful seed head that birds go nuts over during the fall and winter months. What we like to do is we chop them down kind of like a tree, gather a nice cluster of them together, and put them over by our bird feeding station so that they can easily get to them and feed on these wonderful seeds. Now last fall I got an even better video of birds feeding on seed heads, so let's take a look at that. Did you enjoy that? I hope so. You know, I love watching birds. I think they're so fascinating, and it makes me feel really good knowing that I'm leaving them an important nutrition source during our harsh winter months. So I hope I have convinced you to do the same, and I have a favor to ask of you. Please share this video with your gardening friends, your bird watching friends, anyone that you can get to watch, so that everyone will think of the birds as they tidy up their gardens each fall. Have a great week.